my girls, I catch up with them once a week by WhatsApp video message. So I send them a message and a video message about what I've been doing, and they might come back to me and with a couple of messages. Sometimes my oldest daughter, she's been sending me, like, she's started going to the gym, which is amazing. I'm trying to help out or wherever I can with supporting her, that she's going to the gym and doing some weights and stuff, which is awesome. She's getting at it, and that's amazing feeling, even though I'm over here and they're there. It's amazing to see that happen. But what happened this week, I felt like I was going good, man. I was making some new progress, and that's why I'm saying, man, stand up again. Like, it's not. That's why I call the podcast "Stand Up Again." It's not some bullshit fucking phrase or marketing shit. It's real, man. Like, we got to stand up again every time we get pushed down, because it keeps happening, man. It fucking keeps happening every time. It's a motherfucker, but it keeps happening. So my daughter, let me get a little comfortable. So my youngest daughter, when I dropped them off at the airport, and it was, this horrific fucking scene. I won't go into it now. That was in the other podcast. But one thing that really, really got me, guys, was that my youngest daughter at the airport, when there was a lot of tears and emotion and rawness, my youngest daughter was just standing there cold, man. No tears, no nothing. And I'll never forget that. I was a mess. And my oldest daughter was also a mess, but my youngest daughter, man, she's tough, man. She's got her mother's genes, she's tough. And she was nothing but tough on that day before getting on the in the gangway on the airplane, and it always sort of sat there in the back of my mind, like, fuck, that's not good. Not good. But anyway, the time passed, and we're talking over a year later now, and now my daughter sends me a message. My youngest daughter, she sends me a message. Hey, Dad, I miss you and I love you so much. Oh shit, okay. I was like, yeah, I miss you too, sweetheart. And then the messages started coming faster, and like, hey, I really miss you a lot, Dad, and 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 I really love you, and I'm missing you like crazy. And I was like, wow, like, this is a bit strange. It's not normal that I'm not just getting my normal emoji sort of responses. And then she sends me a message saying, can you call me right now? Which, fuck, I was like, wow, like, she's never said that. None of them have ever said that, really. So of course I got my shit together, because it was in the middle of the night here, and they're over there, and I video called her, and she wouldn't answer the video, just on the voice, and she was crying, man. She was crying, and she was like, Poppy, I miss you so much, and I just wanted to go back to the way it was. Oh, I tell you, man, like, hearing that shit, man, hearing that was just, it fucking rocked me. Like I said, like, all this time, all this year has just been sending messages just back and forth a little bit, I miss you and all that kind of stuff, but no emotion, man. And now I'm on the phone live with my daughter, and she's crying and saying how much she misses me, and wants it to go back to the way it was. And fuck, man, it fucked me up. And she said she had to go because she was staying the night. She was sleeping at a sleepover with her friends, which was just even a bit more strange. So maybe, her mind just got away, and I guess, at the same time, it was fuck, like, reassuring, because I was worried, when I saw her leave on the airplane and having that coldness, man. I was fucking worried, like, shit, there's bottling some stuff up. So, I guess in hindsight, it's as far as the situation could be, it's good. It was okay. So, but so after that, and I was getting ready to it was early morning, must be like 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that. So I was going to get up soon, in an hour anyway. So obviously I wasn't getting up. I wasn't going back to sleep. So I got up, and thought I'd just get back into work. And fuck, it just fucking knocked me, guys. Like and I tell you, man, for the next 3 days, I'd just gone back. I just shrunk again, and I'd just fallen over. I was not standing up at all. I just fell down, man. And that's why I just wanted to record this podcast tonight and just talk about that, to remind everybody that in this personal development journey, and when you're working on yourself, there's these setbacks we all have setbacks. That's what life is. But there's some that'll fucking rock your world. They will send you right back. And I was surprised at how much it did, and for how long as well. I couldn't concentrate on anything I was trying to do. I had a set amount of tasks on my list I needed to get done, and I was just useless, man. It was crazy shit. It was crazy. But what I can reflect on that now, and then next day and the next day, and then I was just like, fuck, get out of this shit, man. Pull yourself out of it, and I did, and those 3 days, I stopped listening to any kind of podcast. I was still doing my mirror work, still talking to myself in the mirror, man. Like, that's something you got to keep doing, man. Talk to yourself in the mirror. I know it sounds crazy, but it fucking works. But we got to keep pushing through these really shitty times, and the strategies that I've picked up. At my ripe old age of being fucking 45, and I've only just now, in the last 12 months or so, figured out how to manage this shit, which is awesome. It's awesome. And I did. I picked myself up, got back in, fucking hit the gym again, walked again, got outside, positive shit. Just keep going, man. Keep going. Keep standing back up. But it just reminded me, like, fucking out of nowhere, some shit can chop you down, and I'm just so appreciative that I'm aware and can see that shit happening. I'm so lucky and thankful for that. So I was going to talk about some other shit as well. What was it? Fucking, another thing that's been really, really on my mind a lot lately. Like, I quit my job about a month ago, kept it going for a few weeks. Figured, I'll just I'll something to work out. The universe will turn up for something for me. I'll send out a few resumes here and there, and I had a few bites already prior to that anyway, so I was quietly confident in that. And long story short, nothing came through, nothing at all. And I spoke with other people, and they want me to do this, they want me to do that, but not right now. It's coming later, and all that sort of jargon, and that's cool. In the back of my mind, I'm like, oh shit. But in the front, I'm like, that's cool. It's good, man. You'll be right. You'll be all right. It'll work out. And it didn't work out. It just another door closed and another door closed. And again, the work that I've been doing on myself, and why I'm working towards doing my own program and setting things up to help other people, is because I'm okay. I'm more than okay. I'm fucking good. And that's not normal for me, especially. Like, man, I've never gone from being employed to not being employed. It's always been one job to the next, and being pushed, and like building my ego, like, oh, I'm important. I'm getting a new job at this place, and they're going to give me, a phone, and oh, I'm getting better money and all this shit. And it was just like, oh yeah, I'm there. The destination. I'm arriving. I'm at the point of success. And I'll say it again, man. I'm at the point of success. What the fuck is that? There's no point. There's no stopping. There's no top. It's the fucking journey we're on, and that's again something recently I've just been able to figure out. That the journey that we're on is where you're finding the joy, you know. The world doesn't depend on the result. The joy's in the doing, man. Yeah, fuck, you know, and that came from fucking Matthew McConaughey. He's got a book, audio book out, man. And if you ever want to listen to any audio book, man, it's fucking Matthew McConaughey because he's just talking to you. Fucking all right. Call this motherfucker out. So yeah, it's just how he said that resonated with me and just reminded me that I still get caught up in that focus of getting there and the result and the being and the doing. That I got to get somewhere, and then when I get there, then I'll be happy. And you know, at the end of last year, when the wife and kids are gone, and I was sitting on my own, I was like, "Oh fuck, well that's it." You know, I just got to work hard, save money, to get a house, because that's success. You know, that's going to be I'm going to be happy then. You know, I have my own house, not relying on past relationships or other people's wealth or anything like that. It would be my house. I'll be happy. And then I had the sense of mind. I was reading a book by Jay Shetty called, I got it there somewhere. What is it called? To Be a Monk? Live Like a Monk. I might have mentioned that before. Jay Shetty's book, Live Like a Monk. And I remembered that. And obviously it talks quite a bit about meditation. And I've always kind of, I guess I struggled with what I thought meditation was. Again, that I'm supposed to get to something or there's supposed to be a point to meditation. It's not. It's just to be still for a bit and let your thoughts come and go. So, so with that in mind, I'm thinking, okay, I need a house. You know, a house is going to make me happy. I'm going to be sweet. I'm going to be happy in a house. And then I thought on it and I was like, okay, man, so let's just sit down now and close your eyes, take some breaths. All right. Now just imagine yourself in your new house. This kitchen table over there, got the couch, and just really sit now. How do you feel? How do you feel different from how you feel now? And I sat there, I reckon, I don't know how long, minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. And I realized that I'm not going to fucking feel any different because I'm sitting in a fucking structure in a building. Nah, man, that wasn't the go. That wasn't what it was. To have a house was not my idea of success, and that's where I really pushed in and started on my journey and met this amazing motherfucker Luke Mindpower and started doing his course and his training. And while I was doing that, then I came in contact with some other guys training that I reached out like 6 months prior. They got in contact with me again, and then I joined their stuff as well. You know, so I just kept investing in myself, and that's what I did all of last year. Just keep going, keep investing, keep looking, keep hunting, keep working on myself, and keep investing in stuff in myself. You know, and that was so different again. So and it was a part of my journey of breaking out of the norm of working towards something, having things, having the cars, having the oceanfront apartment with the swimming pool down the thing and the Range Rover downstairs and the beach house and the fucking, I mean, all that shit was nice, but I wasn't fucking happy when I had it, you know? And that's just what I want to keep talking about and bring it up again, probably just more for me. And if someone else is listening and can hear this, well, then good, you know, like just remind yourself that it's the journey, it's the experience, it's what you're doing is where the joy is, you know, it's not getting anywhere. It's not achieving shit. And part of my not achieving shit is going on right now. So I've been living in Brisbane, Australia for a while, and a few things just haven't really come about. So I'm like, and again, I'm sitting here. I've worked hard. I've got this really nice couch and this chair I got. It's beautiful, right? It's so cool. And then I've got this, like where I'm sitting right now, I got these nice colors. Like that's a fucking it's a fucking Tupperware container with some $10 fucking LED lights and stuck behind the chair. And then, oh, you want to see while I've got you guys on live and recording this. Let's see if you can see my fucking lighting system. Boom! Look at that shit. That is $1.25 cellophane wrap from Woolies, sticky taped over the top. I got a bit of magenta on that side and a bit of purple on that side. So, fuck yeah, it's nothing but the business here. So, anyway, my point is that I've got this nice little spot. I got my desk. I felt like I had something. I bought this big fancy bed in the other room, and I'm thinking that I've got to stay in Brisbane because this is it. I've got this stuff. Again, I've fallen back into this, the validation of having some shit, having some stuff, that I was holding on to these fucking things, this fucking chair and that thing and like what is this, man? Back in New Zealand, I got my mum and my dad, I got some old friends from 20 years ago that, the type of friends that you can just not to speak to each other for 5 years, 6 years, nothing. And just when we bump into each other, it's just like we clicked up again, So I'm sitting in Brisbane City going, oh, this is nice. My nice little apartment here looking over the park. And, I've got a little township. Everything's really nice. I'm going to stay here. Well, what the fuck for, man? You're just sitting around on your own, fucking working on your shit, trying to get shit going. Like, I just realized again that I'm still holding on to these things that are supposed to make me feel better. And so last week I was like, fucking, spoke to my parents. I say, guys, that's it. I'm out of here, man. They're like, well, what do you mean? Oh, I'm coming to fucking live with you because I'm almost broke. And I'm coming to hang with you guys, because you'll be fucking dead soon. We laughed, man. I have a good relationship with my parents, man. We laugh, and we joked about it a lot. And there's a bunch. There's not a bunch, but there's some very special people over there that I'm like, why am I, doing shit here? I can still work and do my thing in Australia. Like I'm building an online business. And I'm still doing the construction of bike tracks and mountain bike facilities, but that's maybe 3 or 4 of those projects a year, and they take a long time to come about. So in the meantime, and preparing and everything is all Zooms and freaking emails anyway. I don't have to be here. All those jobs are all over the country anyway. It doesn't matter if I'm in Brisbane or friggin' Stewart Island or fucking Norfolk Island, wherever. So that was it, guys. I just was like, that's it. Okay, cool. Good, done. Let's go. I booked a ticket. I've got my chair here on Marketplace. I've got my beautiful big bed with the drawers underneath on Marketplace. Admittedly, I've been constantly dealing with scammers and fucking dodgy shit. But anyway, it's all there. It's going. It's happening. It's on. Packing my mountain bike up. 2 suitcases. That's about all the shit I've got anyway. And I'm gonna go relocate to New Zealand for a bit. I got some clients in the pipeline for some bike track stuff that'll be landing later in the year. But it was me deciding or not deciding, or becoming aware again of, fuck, man, this is you're looking for experience, relationships. This is what's important. Your connection with family, man. I've been away for fucking 20 odd years, man, away from my family, chasing something, chasing this imaginary successful point that I'm going to get to, which, from the outside in, I was there. I what I thought was success, I thought I was there, all that shit I had overseas and everything, and it's just not what it is. So So the journey, man, and I've heard this on heaps of podcasts. I've heard it on heaps of people say it, but it's fucking takes a while, man. I got thick skull. That's probably from playing rugby as a kid, man, in New Zealand. So it takes a while, man. It takes a while. It takes time for shit to sink in with me sometimes. So, but if I can help anybody and anyone else that's listening out there, and I can see there's a few people on the live, which is thanks for tuning in. Good to see you. There's a few familiars there. Who's that? Is it Rose? You there, girl? How you doing down south? It must be hot down there now. Bond, sister. Fucking good to see you. Can see a few others there. But all I can say, guys, is hang on. Let me talk about the fear of all this shit. Like, oh yeah, there's some fucking fear there. Fucking, and it's not fear that I'm even that acknowledging anymore. It's just the fear of like getting frozen and I just get stuck and I'll be like, oh shit, I don't know what's happening next week. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And it's just, the mind starts fucking, I'm just like, fuck, get out of that again, man. Put some fucking positive podcast on. Put some fucking music on. That's another thing, man. Put some music on. Have a little dance. That helps. Absolutely, it fucking helps. And just keep going. Just keep making plans. Leaning into the fucking scary shit. It's something I'm always reminding myself of. Is just keep pushing in. Leaning into it, man. If you're feeling like fuck, I don't know. Well, good, good. Keep going. Keep going in the I don't know. Because what's really certain? Like really, what are you certain? What are you sure about? I'm damn sure the fucking rent bill is going to come again next week. Damn sure the only fucking job I'm going to get is a shit kicker fucking labourer job around the corner. Nothing wrong with that. I don't mind. I'd actually fucking enjoy not having to fucking stress and use my brain so much during the day and just be able to do a task and come and go home. It'd be awesome. But my point is that I'm sitting here on my own without any relationships. I've got some buddies here in the city and stuff, and that's cool. We catch up every now and then, but I'm in and out. Everyone's got their own things going on. Looking for my own personal real connections and that time to spend with my family, man. Like shit, it's got to be done, with my family. And the journey towards getting to my daughters this year. I got to go to Israel this year, and that's a must. That's a non-negotiable for this year. Is going over there to see my daughters, or maybe there's an opportunity to bring them. We can meet in Europe or something. I'm not that excited about going to Israel, into Israel that much, but I'm sure it's just because I don't know, and it would be an amazing experience, and just to fucking hug those little buggers again, man. Shit, that'll be nice. But yeah, guys, fuck the things off. Even if it's a house, an apartment, and I know if you got family or kids or something like that, I know that's a whole lot more challenging. But I guess I'm more talking about things. If you think you need to stay because of this and that, it's just bullshit, man. You don't need to. You can do it. I'm doing it right now. I'm actually doing it. Like I've got clothes spread out. I've just dumped a bunch more like shoes and shit that I've got, like things that I haven't worn up. That's it. Take them down to the clothing bin down the road. Put them in the bin. There's time to edit. There's time to just get mobile, get loose, fucking change where you are, be in a different place, look for new experiences. It's if it doesn't fucking work or it's not right, then fucking change again. And I'm so happy that I'm speaking this shit because it wasn't fucking easy. I wasn't thinking this fucking 3 weeks ago. Or maybe I wasn't conscious of it 3 weeks ago. I was just sitting there, trying to make other things work, trying to get other jobs, trying to land a few other contracts that would mean that I would stay here. But I tell you, no matter all of that stuff, the reason why I was trying to stay here was because of the couple of things that I had. That's all I got, a couple of things, and I'm cutting off that shit, getting out of there, no more. No more things. Only experiences. Fucking love. That's it. Adventure. That's it. Love and adventure is the only thing I'm interested in pursuing right now. And that's it, man. That's this week's fucking podcast. Oh, I got a guest coming on next week, which I'm so stoked about. So one other thing about leaving, I was like, fuck, I do have these podcasts microphones. I got the place set up. I'm not going to leave without at least doing a couple. So I've got a guy who runs a Facebook community. It's called Dad's Community. We're planning to catch up next week at some stage. I'm just waiting to hear back from him about his schedule for next week. Amazing journey. And I can't tell you too much about it because I don't really know the ins and outs. I'm part of the community. I know there's like 2,500 men in this community, and the stories and the chats that are coming through are, yeah, man. Men are looking for help. Men are out there. Looking for support, and they don't know how to reach out, don't know how to speak about it, and that's fucking terrifying, man. That's not good. So I hope to catch up with this guy Steve. He's an amazing man. Like he's traveling around. Like all I know, he's got a van and he's traveling around spreading the word. And he's fucking like every single morning at 7 a.m. He's doing a live Facebook, like consistent as a motherfucker. And he's doing these lives and inside the group. But I'd really want you guys to listen to that podcast next week when I get that sorted, because yeah, I'm going to be reading out some of the comments that come through on that Facebook page, anonymously, and it's a real fucking eye opener, guys. That this Facebook page is mostly around guys based in Queensland sort of area, Sunshine Coast, South Coast, Brisbane, all around that. Like it seems to be that's where most of the guys are coming from, because that's where the sort of movement's generated from. So that's just such a fraction. 2,500 men out of I don't know how many millions there are in this country and around the world, but 2,500 men are finding a space where they're comfortable to share a little bit. So that's going to be next week's podcast. I'm really excited about that. I'll get to step into like doing some interviews, which is a new thing for me. Even this podcast is new for me. Only a couple episodes deep, but I've got some amazing support and coaching around me as well, getting into this, and I'm just so grateful for. I'm just grateful for where I've come, man, where I've got to. That ain't a destination where I've got to. It's just where I got to right here, right now, right today, on this mic, in front of here, on this live, because that's also uncomfortable as fuck. So where I've got to on my journey that is continuing tomorrow and the next day and next week and next month. So with that, my people, I'm gonna tap out because I've got to make dinner and it's fucking 9 o'clock. I'm still a late eater, but I'm going to be building up some more stuff. I'm working on habits, sharing them with people, getting healthier, getting our mind right, getting our strength back, getting our confidence back. Fucking the confidence is what we need back, 100%. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching Stand Up Again podcast. I've got it on Spotify at the moment. Eventually I'll figure out how to get it onto Apple, and can't wait to jump into YouTube eventually as well. But hey, fucking one step at a time. We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's just roll with the journey. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the pace. Make a change if you want. Let's fucking go, guys. Let's go. Thanks, guys. I love you. I'm gonna time out now. See ya. Yeah, I'm still on, am I? Fucking, here we go. Here we go. What's that? Give no request. Okay.